back to our channel. Today we're going to show you how to make some super cute and easy DIY pom-poms. I think these pom-poms are super cute and you make them out of yarn. So here's the yarn colors that we're going to be using today. I just kind of found random yarn colors. And we're not going to make pom-poms with all the colors. We'll show you two of them. Yes. It's mostly just how to make them. Then the colors. And also you're gonna need like a book, a pencil case, like a boxy thing. So kind of like this. You could wrap it around. Yeah. You kind of need but we'll give you an ingredient, not an ingredient, a supply list. Later. But anyways, so you can choose any colors that you want, and we think that these are so cute. I mean, I guess this color is really nice. I like this color. Yeah. But I kind of like this one. But I just went in my room and look through all of my stuff. So I'm gonna be showing you how to make a pom pom with this color, and she's gonna be showing you how to make a pom pom with this color or this. Or I don't even know because. We'll show you. For this DIY, you're gonna need some scissors, a hardcover book, or you could even use a phone box or whatever, or a pencil box or Sharpie box, and you're also going to need some yarn. So the first thing that you want to do is you're going to want to take your yarn, and depending on the size that you want your pom-pom to be, you can wrap it around the long way of it or the shorter way. I'm just going to do the shorter way today. So you just want to take your yarn and just start wrapping it around. This is really hard to do, kind of, but I don't know. And you also want to make sure that you have enough yarn to wrap it around quite a lot, because if you want a very full and poofy pom-pom, you're going to want to use a lot of yarn. So let's just keep wrapping this around. I don't know if you can see this. So I'm gonna make my pom-pom pretty big, so I'm gonna use a lot of yarn. Okay, we're almost there. We're just gonna want to wrap it a couple more times. My yarn just fell on the floor. Just wrap it nice and big. Also, you can use any size of book that you want. It could be it could be big or small, depending on the size that you want your pom-pom to be. But also at the end, you can always trim it down a little bit if you don't want it to be that big, you know. So I think we're just about there. Just gonna wrap this around a couple more times. And now we're done, okay? So you should have about this much right here. You can wrap it more if you want your pom-pom to be more poofy, but I'm fine with the way mine is. So what you're going to want to do, you want to flip it so the side, the free end of the yarn is right here. And then just snip that. And then this part is kind of tricky. So first you're going to just want to prepare kind of just this size of yarn. So then, it's a lot easier to do that before taking it off. Now what you want to do, you want to carefully just take this and slide it down very carefully. It's kind of tricky, but you just want to slide it down. Also, if you want this step to be a little easier, you could always wrap it around kind of loose. Not too loose, otherwise it'll just fall off anyways. But, loose enough so then it's, and then when you're almost here, to the point where I am, when you're like this, you're going to want to carefully grab it and sort of just grab, like, slip one end off. And then you're just gonna wanna like grab it where it is. And you see, you basically have this loop of yarn. And this big loop of yarn will turn into your pom-pom. So now you have it like this, and then you want to take your extra piece of string that you cut earlier and lay it out so it's like this, and then place your yarn on top of there, and then you're just going to want to tie a very tight knot. Make the knot as tight as you can make it, and then you see it kind of turns into like a bow shape. You just want to tie like just double, triple, like, you know, as many knots as you want to tie. The more knots you tie, the more, like, the less likely your pom-pom is to fall apart. Also, like, once you tie it like this, then you can also just like flip it around and tie a couple knots on the other side, just to make sure it's extra good. Okay, so now that we have that, it's all nice and secure. It's not gonna come off. What we want to do is we just want to take this and start cutting the yarn loops, because you see they make little loops here from that. So all you want to do is just start cutting it. And it's helpful if you use like sewing scissors or some heavy duty scissors. These actually are sewing scissors, but they're pretty dull and worn out. I mean, they work fine for this, but they're not very good for fabric. I actually think I just cut all these. Yep. Okay. Now move on to the other side. Just cut everything up. Now you just want to make sure, kind of just run your fingers through it, make sure that there's no more loops. If you find a loop, just snip it. No? And then you see, this is already starting to kind of look like a pom-pom. It's very hairy and big, but you kind of just want to fluff it up. Now, I do not recommend leaving it like this, because this is not really a pom-pom yet. So now, what you want to do is you just want to snip it down. Yeah. Make it nice and short. This is going to be very messy. It'll get yarn all over the place, but...
And she made one before, like, with the super soft fuzzy yarn, and
all the fuzzies just came right off.
Yeah, and then it just like, and then she started sneezing from it. Really poopy.
So like, if you have a problem with like fuzzy stuff getting in your nose,
I don't
probably
recommend
don't
doing that.
Oh shoot! I just like dropped so much. Okay, this is already starting to look sort of like a pom-pom. Now to make it look like a real pom-pom, you're gonna want to cut it pretty short, because a real pom-pom,
it's not all like hairy and
it's cut down very short. Yeah. So just keep snipping. Keep snipping. Now keep snipping.
So it's nice and even like that.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna finish snipping off camera so you guys don't have to watch this. Okay, so you guys can probably see that this made a humongous mess. It's so much yarn, scraps all over the place. But finally I have my little pom-pom. Wait, I have to do a few more steps. I just noticed something. Okay, I mean, I think this is pretty good. I think it turned out pretty well. This isn't my first time making these. I've made these before, but I haven't made them in a while, and I think it turned out pretty good. It's a little bit uneven, but it's so soft and so fluffy, and it's fun to play with and kind of roll around in your hands. And if you guys wanted to do an extra little thing to make it even better, you could always make it into like a furry animal or something. Like, I might get like some fabric scraps or something and make this into like a little bunny or a little cat. It would be super cute.
So you could like
but you could add eyes and everything. But yeah, so this is done. I'm pretty happy with the way that this turned out. You can get like lots of yarn colors that actually go together, which I mean these actually don't, but you can get lots of different colors of yarn and lots of
You could actually make a pom-pom.
you could get lots of different colors of yarn, and you can make them all together and like display them in your room or something all together.
Thank you guys so much for watching our video. I hope you like it. Please give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Also turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time we post a new video.
Bye guys!